Hello students, I am Sachin Prakash and I teach and mentor students in chemistry for IIT I believe that the real confidence which is required to crack this IIT exam will come only when you are confident in tackling good problems. And that clarity and understanding of concepts will only develop when you are really comfortable in handling these problems. So this video contains the paper discussion which I have conducted in my uh, classes online. Okay, and a lot of good doubts are there which I have discussed here. It will be helping you people in understanding, developing an understanding in how to approach and tackle good problems. Okay, and if you like this, if you found this paper discussion video to be useful and interesting, you can, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, which will surely, motivate me to add some more useful videos of this type. Okay, because ultimately it's, this is just an effort, honest effort, small honest effort from my side to help the student, uh, help my students as well as other students also in in their ITJ preparation. So let us begin with this paper discussion. Okay.
Okay, so we are live now. So today we are going to discuss WTM 18, which is based on half of GOC. Okay, so in this paper, the syllabus was up to what is as electrophiles and nucleophiles, means all the electronic effects, and then electrophiles and nucleophiles. Okay, and this is the paper. This is the mains pattern paper in front of you. Okay, so these are the questions. As usual, we'll be starting with last 5 questions with the numerical value questions first. Okay. So, yeah. So tell me 71 to 73. Any doubts?
Sir, 71. Can
Yeah.
you
Sir,
please
if you
repeat?
want to,
See, in 71, technically speaking, you can
sir,
draw lot of, yeah, tell me.
So there is no such fixed resonating structures you have told us.
Yes,
But
yes, yes. That
how
is the
can we?
point. So I think in 71, what they are considering is something like this. You know,
sir,
they are,
here, sir, should we include the first structure also?
yeah.
Sir, they did not give whether to include first structure or not. So why can't it be 4?
Yes.
Actually, it won't be 4 or 5. It can be anything, because we are asked to draw resonating structure. They are not asking resonating structure with all electrons to be, all atoms to be having complete octet.
Yes.
Are you getting a point? So technically speaking, what they are thinking of is something like this. They have to first draw what they are thinking. They are expecting you to think. Okay, so by this calculation, they should be getting 5. But I am saying that you can also draw a structure something like this. Okay, where I can put a plus charge here and a minus charge here. Are you getting a point? And I can delocalize it like this also. These are also resonating structures only.
Yes.
Okay, there is nowhere there is nowhere written that all atoms should be having what you say as complete octet. Are you getting my point? Okay, so answers can be more than 5. It will depend on how you are viewing the molecule. Are you getting a point? So I will be asking these for delete
Yes, sir.
because either you should specify equivalent resonating structure, then answer will be 2. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir. First and first.
Okay, first and fourth. But just because you can write 5 and we in class write 5 resonating structure doesn't mean that the answer is 5.
Yes,
Is it
sir.
clear to all of you? Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 71 is gone. 72.
72.
72. Yeah, I have told sp3 lone pair can be delocalized. It can be taking part in resonance. This, and this. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is also a sp2 lone pair. The sp2 lone pair I told you cannot be delocalized. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
73.
Sir,
Yeah.
71st also can't we exclude like first and last structure are like same, no, sir? Can't we exclude one of them and
How is first and last same? You see, between these two atoms, there is a double bond, there is a single bond here.
so, sir, we should consider them as 2 resonating structures only.
Yeah, the benzene is having these two are separate resonating structure.
Yes, sir.
So that
Okay,
is all.
correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. But it doesn't make sense to ask how many resonating structures are possible. You can write any number of resonating structures.
Yes.
Okay. 73,
No doubt, sir.
No
doubt.
doubt, sir.
74. 74 is something,
Is it 4 or 5, sir?
it's 5, no? This is the alpha carbon, so it is having 2, alpha carbon 2, alpha carbon 1. Getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 5. Question number 75. Now 75 is out of syllabus actually because reactive intermediates are not there in the syllabus. So technically speaking, but I told you that there will be a lot of overlap of next week's syllabus and this week. Okay, so but let us discuss how to do this question. Okay, now you see I have given you that 3 degree greater than 2 degree greater than 1 degree, right? Okay,
Yes.
in case of so 2 degree and 1 degree will be less stable, and vinyl and phenyl will also be less stable. Are
So
you getting a point?
this experimental result or like there is some
Yeah, it is an experimental thing. We will be discussing it in reactive intermediates. Okay.
Okay.
So these 4 will be, yeah, tell me.
Third one will be more stable because of resonance.
Yeah, it's a 2 degree allyl radical. So allylic radicals and benzylic radicals are more stable. Allyl is stable than benzyl is stable in 3 degree. Okay, there's a slight change in the order of stabilities when it comes to free radicals as compared to carbocations. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now apart from that, this CF3 dot is also unstable. Okay. Now you see CH3 dot is having carbon in sp2 hybridization. Okay, but CF3 dot is having carbon in sp3 hybridization. The reason behind this is Bent's rule, which says that a more electronegative atom or group or substituent will prefer an orbital with higher p character. Are you getting a point?
So once again,
Yes.
could you
Bent's rule says that a more electronegative atom or group will prefer hybrid orbital with higher p character. Are you getting a point?
yes, sir.
So that is why CF3 dot So CF3 dot will be having this type of structure. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Here there is no back bonding stabilization because it is not planar. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
So, and the minus I effect of fluorine will destabilize this radical. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so 75, the answer is 4, these 4. Okay, but again, it is out of syllabus. I will recommend it for out of syllabus thing. Okay, after this,
So once can you show 75?
Sir, is it a delete?
no, I will be recommending it as out of syllabus. If they want to delete it, they will delete, but I doubt that they will delete. Okay, because
So 71st will delete this.
71st it should be delete. That I will recommend.
Yes.
That is a sure delete. Okay. Now,
Yes.
can you
Yes,
move
sir.
up? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So 69 and 70.
So 70.
70, you see, in this case, this is a 1 degree carbon ion, this is a 2 degree carbon ion, this is a aromatic carbon ion, and this is just, non-aromatic carbon ion, but it is resonance delocalized. So 3 will be more stable than 4, then 1, then 2.
So how to sir.
Huh?
Understood, sir.
Okay, anyways, we are going to cover it next week, so don't worry. Okay. Question number 69.
No doubt, sir.
No doubts.
There is an sp2 carbon, sp3 carbon here, so no conjugation. 68.
No
66
doubts, sir.
to 68. No doubts.
So 67.
67. Again, I discussed this type of question in the class. If you put here,
Yes, sir.
there's a minus and there's a plus. This is anti-aromatic. This is aromatic. In this case, if you put it here, this is aromatic. This is, just a positive charge. Okay. This case, if you put, this is aromatic. This is non-aromatic in this case. This is aromatic and this will also become aromatic. You put this here, this is aromatic, this is anti-aromatic. The highest dipole moment will be when the stability is maximum, so it is option 3. Both are aromatic rings. Getting a
Sir,
point?
option 1 has 0 double moment.
Well, that means, yeah, it will have less dipole moment. Actually,
We can
zero,
take
yeah.
as 0, sir.
You can take it to be 0. Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
So
can
when
we
will
say that anti-aromatic rings will be having less dipole moment?
No, don't make these type of assumption. If on delocalization, delocalizing the pi bond, you get 2 aromatic rings, then that resonating structure will have high stability. So, are you getting a point?
Sir,
So dipole moment will move because it will stay in the charged state. Yeah.
so how to know that whether the dipole moment is 0 in any case or not for this kind of structure?
Now, if there is a separation of charges, there will be net dipole moment. No. If there is no separation of charges, so if you are moving this and you are getting minus here and plus here, and this is both aromatic, this means this structure is stable. This means the side charges will be separated. So there will be some dipole moment.
So first one
There
is
is no separation of charges because aromatic, anti-aromatic.
Sir,
Sir,
Yes.
in
if there is
68,
separation of charges, if it is not stable, then can we say net dipole moment will be 0?
Yeah.
so in this case, first, second, and fourth, in 3 cases, net dipole moment is 0, no sir.
No, you see, in case of this, in first and fourth, the dipole moment will be 0. In second case, there will be some net dipole moment. Why? Because you see, there is a delta. If there is a negative charge here and positive charge here, this becomes aromatic. So some stability is getting if there is a separate, separation of charge.
Sir,
Yeah.
for each structure, we need to try for 2 possibilities, no, sir?
Yes.
I mean, delocalization.
Yes.
Whichever is stable, we need to consider that.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
In 68, if lone pair is delocalized, then it will show aromatic, no, sir.
Whoa. What did I say you about the criteria of aromaticity?
sp3 card.
First of all, there should be a cyclic conjugation. Okay, this means all atoms should be sp2. If there is any sp3 atom in the ring, then cyclic conjugation is broken. There cannot be any aromaticity. Getting a point?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? Okay.
sir,
Yes.
for 67th question, once again, could you explain that dipole moment concept by taking 2 examples?
I have discussed this in the class now. Exact questions I have discussed.
Once again, could you explain?
See, suppose you are having this case. If I delocalize it in this direction, I get a negative charge here and a positive charge here. If this resonating structure is stable, then it will remain in this structure for a longer period of time. And if this structure exists for a longer period of time, there will be a net dipole moment shown by the molecule. Now you see this structure is aromatic in both the rings. So this is stable. So it will exist for a longer period of time. So the molecule will show a net dipole moment. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
63 to 66.
No,
66.
Yeah, this is a question of carbocation stability. Okay, but you can do it if you are considering back bonding stabilization.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
you
sir.
see, yeah,
In option 4, both were given as 1 and 1, no, sir.
yeah, it should be one should be 4 and other should be 1. They have missed a V.
Last
Okay, so I will just give you the answer. Okay, this is going for delete anyway. It's out of the course, and you know, the option is also not correct. So
All are out of the syllabus.
because it is carbocation stability, I have not taught you that. No, it is application, but it is next week. If you want, I will keep it. There's no issue. This is a 3-degree carbocation with back bonding stability. So it is
Yes.
highly stable. Okay, so 1 should be the starting one. And 4 is having a 1-degree carbocation, so it should be least stable.
So it is 2 degree now. First
1
one.
degree. First one is a 3 degree. Oh, yeah, it is a 2 degree.
2 degrees.
You can say it is 2 degree, yeah. It is a 2-degree carbocation, but with back bonding stabilization. Okay, then in this case, it is a 1-degree carbocation with a back bonding stabilization. It is just a 2-degree carbocation. It's a 1 degree. So back bonding stabilization will always be, you know, preferred because it will lead to complete octet conflict resonating structures. Are you getting a point? The answer is 4. Is it clear? Yeah.
So,
Sir,
how do you compare first and third ones, sir?
First and third.
Yes,
In this case, there are like 6 alpha hydrogens. In this case, there is only 3 alpha hydrogens.
Hypercon.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, when we are talking on 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree carbocations, we are obviously calculating the hyperconjugation structures. Is it clear?
Yes,
sir,
sir.
1 degree with back bonding will be more stable than 2 degrees, sir.
Yeah. If back bonding is there, it is pure resonance. Resonance is always more stable than hyperconjugation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 65.
Explain.
66.
Explains.
Yeah, actually, this is something which normally I discuss it in alkenes, but you know, see, basically, if you are having something like, you know, suppose you are having a positive charge. Okay, this is something which we should be discussing in carbocations, you know. So, what happens that this is a 1 degree carbocation, it is highly unstable. What will happen is this hydrogen along with its lone bonding pair of electrons will move this side. So you'll be getting what you call as a 2 degree carbocation, which is more stable. So this hydrogen along with its lone bonding pair of electrons is shifting. Okay, so it is known as 1, 2 hydride shift. Are you getting a point? Yes or no? So you see this is known as carbocation rearrangement. Okay, the sigma bonds are rearranging in such a way that the carbocation is getting stable than the previous one. Now here you see, can it become more stable? So if this methyl group can also shift along with this bonding pair of electrons, you can get what you call as a 3-degree carbocation, which is even more stable than this is known as 1,2 methyl shift. Okay, because it is going to the adjacent carbon. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, I did not understand. Once again, could you explain it?
See, this is a 1-degree carbocation. If this hydrogen, along with this, its bonding pair of electrons shifts here, then it will give 2-degree carbocation. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If this methyl group with its bonding pair of electrons shifts here, now the carbon here will be having 3 bonds. So plus charge will be there. Yes or no?
Understood, sir.
So you see, carbocation rearrangement takes place to give more stable carbocation. Okay, this is totally out of syllabus. So you see here, always whenever you are thinking of a methyl shift or any shift, you have to look for the adjacent atom, means the alpha atom. This is the alpha atom, this is the alpha atom. Now either alkyl group or hydrogen connected to the alpha atom can migrate. Okay, now if this migrates, you get a 3-degree carbocation. Yes or no? If this
Yes.
migrates. And if this migrates, then you get a plus charge here. You get a back bonding stabilization. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
the hydrogen connected at C2 will migrate. Getting a point?
Sir, even if C4 will migrate.
Yeah, but C2 will give better carbocation. No. If you are going for the maximum stability in one shift, you will go for C2 instead of C4.
That is due to the back bonding stabilization, sir.
Yes.
Okay, understood.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
63, 64.
Sir,
Sir,
Yes.
is this a delete?
Yeah, it should be a delete again because it is totally out of syllabus.
sir,
Do by carbocations, no, sir.
It's carbocation rearrangement, which comes under reactive intermediate. We have not discussed that yet.
sir,
Okay.
63 it should be option 2, no, sir.
Huh?
63.
It should be option 1. The reason they have given is that nucleophilicity is directly proportional to basicity. That is only true when you are comparing atoms across a period. Okay, so the order should be, I have told you, given this in the class also, no?
Sir, yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but you see, as
Sir,
you go down the group, yeah,
nucleophilicity is inversely proportional to electronegativity, no, sir?
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Even we can check like that,
Across a
sir.
period.
yeah, that is what I have told. See, if something is more electronegativity, it will be less basic, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you see, when you're talking about this CH3 minus NH2 minus and OH minus, okay, then you see basicity will be increasing as you are going. Basicity will be increasing in this way. CH3 minus is much more stronger than OH minus as a base. So
Sir,
across the period, yeah.
so once could you understood?
Okay. See, the reason that they have given in the answer is that, basicity across a period, nucleophilicity is parallel to basicity, which is correct. But down the group, that trend is not observed. Down the group, the nucleophilicity depends on the polarizability of the electronic cloud. Are you getting on point? And polarizability of the electronic cloud will be more if your size is more. So Cl minus will definitely be more nucleophilic than CH3 minus. Is it clear? Okay, so
Yes,
first
sir.
of all, this is out of syllabus question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And second off, they have given the answer also wrong. So, I don't want to comment anything on record on this thing because it is a live video. Yeah.
F minus and Cl minus we can compare by this logic, but how can we compare CH3 minus also?
See, second period elements will be having small electronic cloud. It won't be polarizable that easily. Are you getting my point? So nucleophilicity will be definitely increasing down the group. Are you getting a point? Whereas all second period elements will have next nucleophilicity, then third period, fourth period, fifth period. Getting a point?
But simultaneously from CH3 minus to F minus it will decrease, no sir? Won't it balance?
Yes.
Won't it balance the
No,
increase?
no. Because I am telling you, the reason behind nucleophilicity is polarizability of the electronic cloud. Second period elements have very small electronic cloud. It's a very compact electronic cloud. It is not easily polarizable. Are you getting a point? And iodide
Sir,
ion. Huh.
in CH3 minus, hydrogens will have a inductive effect, no sir.
So,
So it will be easily polarizable.
no. You are not getting the concept clearly. See, polarizability depends on the cloud of the central atom. I minus is having a bigger electronic cloud. C minus is having a small electronic cloud. Bigger electronic cloud can be polarized easily. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
And if it is polarizable, then only it will be having a tendency to share it with another atom, which will lead to formation of a covalent bond. Is it clear?
Sir,
Yeah.
for this question, answer is option 1.
Option 1 should be the answer. Is it clear?
So is it a delete?
This makes no sense, First of all, it is an out of syllabus question. Second of all, well, they have explicitly mentioned it in the starting of the syllabus that nucleophilicity comparison is not there. So then they ask it and then they give a wrong answer. Well, I don't want to really comment on this.
Sir,
Yeah.
so why will they give out of the syllabus questions? So like what is the use?
Because, it's like I am not setting the paper. So, I can't go on record on, why they are setting this type of paper. Are you getting a point?
Sir, no, sir, like
My job is just to discuss this paper. Okay, so why they are giving that is something which, only God knows. Because I think last year's paper also I have given, they have included 2 or 3 questions on nucleophilicity.
yes,
I am
but
Many
happy
questions are
that,
there. Sir. Many questions are there from nucleophilicity.
yeah, that is the thing. In spite of the fact that they explicitly mentioned last year also that they won't give question on nucleophilicity, they still give. So,
Sir,
now I don't even care about that. That's why I told you people nucleophilicity yesterday.
yes, sir, but
Because for 2 years I am getting, burnt by these type of questions. Because it is not given in the syllabus, so I don't cover it and still they ask it. This time I have taught you people, but they have given the answer wrong. I can't do anything about it.
sir, if
Sir,
not exam in this way, then how will we know, sir? Like, are we comfortable with the topic or not?
See, there is nothing we can do about it. The best way is learn the things, move forward. These marks are not going to
Sir,
matter.
many questions are out of syllabus, sir. Like how?
I told you people
Or
yesterday
they could
also.
have given questions in advanced level, no sir. Why should have they go out of the syllabus?
Yes, sir, we should be perfect in what we learn, but why are they giving something else, sir?
That is something you should ask management and,
Sir,
Again,
the
they'll be,
question
again
setters.
the same case, sir.
Huh?
and again they'll be comparing our marks. So like, why did you get less and all this?
So you will say that most of the questions are out of syllabus. I'm going to give it in written.
How did
But it
others
is
do?
out of syllabus.
But
Okay.
that doesn't matter.
And it
Yes.
doesn't matter. See, we have been, how many months we have been, having classes? It has been like 7 months or 6 months, something like that. I have told you people, don't worry about these things. Prepare for IIT. Okay. These things, I told you this week also that there will be questions which will be from next week's syllabus because there's no fine line in GOC. Are you getting my point?
Sir, if we are
But-
seeing,
yeah.
right,
But what I was feeling is that they could have avoided certain questions which they have deliberately put. like stability of carbonium ions. It is there in next week's syllabus. Although you can do it by
Resonance.
applying the concepts, but it is still, in principle, it is next week's syllabus. Okay, but still we will discuss it. Okay, there's no point, having a debate on that, because next week anyways you will be getting better marks. Are you getting a point? If this week someone asks, we will say that, Anyways, 61, 62. Yeah, 62. Again, this is out of syllabus question. Okay. See, stability of radicals. Okay. This concept comes in stability of radicals. Okay. So, you see, alkanes are having CH bonds. Okay. And alkanes undergo free radical substitution. Means, if you are having RH, it will break to give R dot plus H dot. Are you getting a point? Yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
reactivity of this hydrogen, okay, reactivity of hydrogen will be directly proportional to the stability of the intermediate. Are you getting a point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So 3 degree greater than 2 degree greater than 1 degree. Again, this is something which I will be discussing in reactive intermediates. Okay. Anyway, if you
Yes,
lost
sir.
marks, don't worry. Next week you will get full. Okay. Next week there is nothing which will be left. So the thing is that this week I think there are a lot of things to be discussed in the topics they have given, but they have not asked, so we can't do anything about it. Okay.
So
60,
so
59 to 61.
Sir, 59, 60 both explain, sir.
61 also,
59
sir.
and 60. Okay. 61.
61 also, sir.
61, you just remove the thing and put a positive charge here. Remove the thing, put a positive charge here. Remove the thing, put a positive charge here. Remove the thing, put a positive charge here. Now you have to just compare the stability of the carbocation. So 3 degree greater than 2 degree greater than 1 degree. Is it clear?
Understood. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now question number 60. Which one of them will give the least stable carbonium ions, or least stable carbocation? So you see, you have CF3 plus, you have CNO2. Now you see, NO2 will be exerting minus M effect. Fluorine will be exerting back bonding stabilization, or what is plus M effect. Are you getting a point? Okay.
Yes, sir.
CH3 plus will not do anything. It will just stay like CH3 plus only. And CCl3 plus will exert back bonding stabilization, but it won't be as powerful as fluorine. Are you getting a point?
Sir,
Yes.
so I'm getting confused in identifying plus M and minus M effect. Once could you explain?
See, yeah, you see, if the vacant p orbital or conjugated system is connected to an atom which directly contains a lone pair, then it will show plus M effect. Is it clear? So even if, like CH2CHF, okay, then it is showing plus M effect. Are you getting my point? You can always visualize a CH2CH bond as CH2 minus CH plus F. Are you
Sir,
getting my point?
among F and Cl, which has more, sir? Plus M effect.
Fluorine will have more plus M effect. Why? Because 2p pi 2p pi conjugation. It will be more than 3p pi 2p pi. Are you getting a point?
Minus I effect, sir.
Minus I effect will be more for fluorine, but since fluorine is having huge amount of plus M effect, it overall it is more stabilizing. Are you getting a point? Whenever you are having plus M effect, you don't consider minus I effect. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So and could you even explain minus M? principal.
Minus M is in case of NO2. Yeah. So you see, if you have NO2, then you see, if there was a negative charge in lone pair, it could have gone here and it can have gone here. Polar pi 1. Are you
Yes,
getting
sir.
a point?
Yes,
There is a
sir.
positive charge, so nothing will happen. This will be most unstable. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then 59. Again, it is totally out of syllabus. Okay. Most stable electro. Yeah.
Sir, but we can understand.
Whatever you circle or all of them delete.
These are definitely out of syllabus for sure. Some of them will be deleted also. That I will give. Don't worry about this.
Sir, some of the questions we can answer, no, sir, as per
Yes,
our
sir.
Yes,
By
sir.
resonance
Yes, sir.
and
As
knowledge,
per resonance, aromaticity, plus some effect
Yes,
and
sir.
plus effect, we can do
Yes,
some
we
sir.
can apply
functions, sir.
and do
You
no,
can
sir.
Like
By
answer the
our
stability of
question.
carbanium.
See, it is a matter of principle. Okay. The thing is that if there is a single effect question, or just one effect applying, you are getting the answer. Then it can be considered under the effect. But if there is a combination of multiple effects, then it comes under the stability of react intermediate one. Are you getting a point? Anyways, see, from my side, I will give them as out of syllabus. I know they won't take it, but it's my job. Okay?
Sir,
Yeah.
you can consider the questions which we may not solve without the concept, no, sir, as deleted. Which we may solve, why to
which we
consider them
can
as
do
deleted.
by
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
See, everyone, then there will be something like everyone will be saying, this was something which I was feeling.
The concept, based on the concept what you have taught, you can consider, no, sir.
Okay, so, okay, I will see whatever can be done. Okay.
Sir, suppose there is question on carbocation rearrangement, no, sir. Such
Yeah.
questions we can suggest for delete, but some questions which we can apply and do why for delete, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will talk about that. Let me finish the paper discussion first.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, it's not like I am suggesting and they are going to delete it. If I had that much power, then you won't be getting these type of papers anyway. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I can merely suggest a thing. The decisions are not in my hand. Okay, if I won't suggest, someone else will suggest. Okay. 59, is that out?
59. Yes, sir.
See, it is a 2-degree carbocation, it is a 3-degree benzylic carbocation, it's 1-degree benzylic carbocation, and it's a 3-degree carbocation. So, in this case, the positive charge can be delocalized into 3 different rings. So, maximum stability due to maximum resonance. The answer is 3. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, after this, 55 to 58.
Sir, 57.
Sir,
57.
55.
Okay. 57, someone said. 57 is like, it is possible in systems where you have an alpha hydrogen to have conjugated system. The answer is 2. Not those other cases, there is no sp3 alpha hydrogen to a conjugated system. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, 55. What is the doubt in 55? It is asking the least stable resonating structure. Least stable
Sir,
will
no
be
doubt,
the,
sir.
huh?
Sir, no doubt, sir. 55.
Sir, once can you repeat 57?
Hyperconjugation requires the element to have sp3 alpha hydrogen to a conjugated system. Are you getting a
Yeah,
point?
okay, sir.
Now, 55. What is the doubt in 55? I don't get it.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. 52, 53, 54.
No doubts.
No doubt, sir.
No doubts.
No doubt, sir.
51.
No doubts.
No, sir.
No doubt,
I
sir.
think this type of question I have already given in the.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so yeah, I
Sir,
think paper discussion is over from my side. Okay. Any other doubt in this paper? No.
52.
No, sir.
52. Why 52 is a doubt? Just check the number of alpha hydrogens now. This is having 12 alpha hydrogens. It is more stable. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm just stopping the recording. Okay, so today we are going to discuss WTA 18, which is based on the Chernod Organic Chemistry Part 1, which is up to electrophiles and nucleophiles. So this is the paper in front of you. Okay, the first section is multi-correct answer type. Okay, and then second section is numerical value type, and it is having, and third is comprehension type. So these three sections are there. Total 18 questions are there. We'll be starting right from the beginning. Okay. So question number 19, 20. Any doubts?
20.
No.
Okay, in 20, I
Sir,
think,
20 must be like A, B, and C, no, sir.
which is having the electron density ring more than benzene. So you see, all these are electron withdrawing groups only. Only this is electron donating group through plus H of it. It is asking which case the electron density in ring is greater than that in a normal benzene ring. Are you getting a point? Yes or no?
Yes,
So once again, can you say what you said?
See, instead of H, if you have an electron donating group, the electron density in benzene ring will be increasing.
Oh,
Right?
the question was like that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So after this, 21 and 22. I think 21 I have discussed in the class. 22 is also discussed in the class. Okay. Coming to 23.
Explain.
23.
23. Okay. So they are asking the bond lengths in all these cases. Okay. Now you see, I'm drawing the molecule. Okay. Now you see, wherever, suppose, you know, like, suppose you are having resonance. Okay. Or hyperconjugation. The bond length will be changing? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In both cases, the bond length will be, you know, slightly increasing or decreasing depending on the bond order. What we are going to do is that we are going to write the bond orders. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Now you see here, first see where hyperconjugation is possible. Here, here, here. Now more is the number of alpha hydrogens, more is the hyperconjugation. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write 1, 1 plus, 1 plus plus, okay, indicating that there is more bond order. Are you getting a point? So in this case, let me change the color. In this case, what is the bond order? It will be, see, due to only one hydrogen, hyperconjugation, yes or no?
Yes.
So this bond order will be 1 plus, yes or no? This bond order will be due to 3 alpha hydrogens. It will be, bond order will be like 1 plus plus plus, right? And this bond will be having bond order 1 plus plus. Getting a 1? Means I'm just talking a 1 plus plus is a higher value than 1 plus plus than 1 plus. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is having bond order slightly less than 2 because of hyperconjugation. These are the 4 things. Okay. So, if I'm talking about what each is meaning, this is corresponding to X, this is corresponding to Y, this is corresponding to Z, and this is corresponding to W. So if I'm talking bond orders, what is my W greater than X, greater than Y, greater than Z? Yes or no?
Sir,
Yeah.
so here we are going for hyperconjugation because here resonance is not possible. That's why.
Yeah, there is no resonance. Double bond is not there, no?
That's why we are going for. I mean, we are checking
Yes,
base.
yes. Is it clear how I'm writing the bond order?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, for double bond, I mean W, due to a hyperconjugation, sometimes it will be single bond, no, sir.
Yeah, that's
So
why
it will
slightly
be
less than 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So bond length order will be what? W less than X less than Y less than Z. So X Y is equal to Z is wrong. This equality should be wrong. X greater than W is correct, and Z greater than W is also correct. Is it clear? 23.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. See, if you draw it like this, you will be fully cleared about the concept. There is no ambiguity in this type of approach. Are you getting a point? So, you see, my whole aim of, this preparation, at least in the teaching phase, is that at least you learn how to solve problems like I do, at least on a level of 50%. If you get to the level of 50%, you will definitely get among the top, like 100 in chemistry, if you are able to do that. Okay. So try to copy whatever approach I am using, because that is a very efficient approach. See, I have been teaching for like 10 years. So, every year I find a better way of, approaching a problem or solving a problem. And then I teach it to you people. So if you directly copy it, you are, using that experience. Okay. Question number 24. Yeah, 24 must be a doubt.
Option B.
Yeah, I am going to discuss it, 24. Now see, there are some concepts which I am supposed to discuss in alkenes, like heat of combustion and heat of hydrogenation, but I'm discussing it right. Now see, so first of all, heat of combustion. It is the energy released when 1 mole of hydrocarbon is what? Burnt completely combusted? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you see, heat of combustion will be directly proportional to number of carbon atoms. This is the first rule. More is the number of carbon atoms, more will be the heat of combustion. Is it clear? Yes or no? This is the first truth. If the number of carbon atoms is same, then heat of combustion is directly proportional to number of hydrogen atoms. Getting a point? That's point number 2. For isomeric compounds, so for isomeric compounds, what will happen? Number of carbon and hydrogen atoms will be same.
Yes, sir.
Heat of combustion will be inversely proportional to stability. Getting a point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you see, the first question, order of heat of combustion. More number of molecules, more number of carbon atoms, more is the heat of combustion.
Yes, sir.
S greater than R greater than Q greater than P. Now you see, when you're talking about stability comparison, then you see, you can't compare the heat of combustion for stability if the ring size is different. Are you getting a point? Because you see, so even if cyclohexane is more stable, we know this because ring strain is very less. Due to the fact that it is having 6 carbon atoms, it will definitely have more heat of hydrogenation. Are you getting a point? So although we use the heat of combustion, because it is having more number of carbon atoms. So although we use heat of combustion for, comparing stability, does it make sense to you to see the overall heat of combustion value when you are comparing the ring stability? Are you getting a point? Yes or no? Is it clear? Yes or no?
Sir, once again, can you say?
See, what I'm saying is that heat of combustion, if you are using it to compare stability, for that you should have same number of carbon atoms. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
If it is not same, then we can't use it, because you see, 6-membered ring will always have more heat of combustion, even though it is more stable than a 3-membered ring. Getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we do is, for that, for compounds containing different number of carbon atoms. We compare stability using heat of combustion per unit carbon. Per unit carbon. Are you getting the point? So you see, even though S will have more amount of more heat of combustion because it is a more carbon atom. If you take the average, if you take per carbon, the value will come less than CH, what it is in case of cyclopropane. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
So heat of combustion,
Can you repeat the point?
just heat of combustion per carbon will be directly proportional to stability for cycloalkanes. Are you getting a point? Yes or no? Because now we are
Yes, sir.
calculating it for one carbon for each of the molecule. Per unit value, since ring strain is more in case of your cyclopropane, per unit carbon, the heat of combustion will be more. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because heat of combustion is basically the energy which is the chemical potential energy of the molecule. Is it clear? Okay, just 1 minute.
Heat of combustion per carbon should be inversely proportional to stability now.
Yeah, sorry. That I have to know. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So cyclopropane will be having the highest heat of combustion per unit. So P will be greater than Q, greater than R, greater than S. So because we know the cyclopropane is having the highest ring strain, so it should be having the highest heat of combustion also. The ring strain ultimately contributes to the potential energy of the cycloalkane. Are you getting a point? Yes or no?
Sir,
Yes.
once can you say, like, how can we say it is directly proportional to stability once again?
Inversely proportional to strain, not directly.
Yes, sir.
That
Inversely
is
proportional.
See, heat of combustion is what? It is the energy released. Yes or no?
Yes,
When
sir.
combustion is taking place, where is that energy coming from? Potential energy of the molecule? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that potential energy is, if it is high, this means molecule is unstable. Yes or no? That's it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. This is a thermodynamics concept. Okay, so they have given a lot of questions on thermodynamics this time. Did you do it?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, I'm expecting that at least you must have remembered this formula. Resonance energy is always energy released, so it will be negative, even if the magnitude is given. Are you getting a point? Heat of hydrogenation is also always the energy which is released. Heat of combustion, always the energy which is released. So you see, resonance energy is what? Heat of hydrogenation theoretical minus heat of hydrogenation actual, yes or no? Similarly, resonance energy is also heat of combustion theoretical minus heat of combustion actual. And in terms of heat of formation, it gets reversed. Heat of formation actual minus heat of formation theoretical. Getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Now heat of combustion and heat of hydrogenation, they will always have negative values. Why? Because this is energy is always released. Getting a point? So if positive value is given, this means that magnitude is given. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 25, 26, 27. Do you want me to discuss?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay. Tell me.
sir, in 26, it's not clear whether they gave experimental value or theoretical value.
Now see, if they are giving this statement, no, they are giving the experimental value only. Theoretical value, so you have to calculate, no, using the theoretical structure of benzene. So one pi bond is giving X. So sorry, one pi bond hydrogenation is giving X. So 3 pi bond will be giving 3X.
Yes.
Okay. So I think I have discussed here. So heat of
Sir,
hydrogenation.
whatever they given is actual one, sir.
Yes. Why will they give theoretical value for something which doesn't exist? That you can calculate using the assumptions. No. Getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So heat of hydrogenation theoretical will be 3x minus
Sir?
of 51. Yeah.
All the values they give, they are magnitudes. Like we need to consider minus, sir.
Yes. Yes. That is the thing which I told you people in heat of combustion also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There should not be any confusion. It's not mathematics. So, some things are magnitude and some things are, signs are separate. So if you know that heat of combustion is always what? Energy released. Heat of hydrogenation is what? Energy released. So in this case, whether they have given the sign or not, you know that it will always be negative. So wherever they have given negative sign means they are giving the, sign-wise value. If they have not given negative, then they are giving what? Magnitude.
Magnitude.
Okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
I think calculation is clear. Resonance energy is minus 36. That is 3x minus 51. So from that, actually coming out to be minus 29. Is it clear? 26?
Yes, sir.
25. Again, you see you have 5 C double bond C bond. So let us say, and it is given that heat of hydrogenation per C double bond C is 28.8. But there is some resonance taking place. The theoretical heat of combustion will be what? This into 5? Yes or no? But since there is some conjugation, the actual heat of hydrogenation will be something different? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, they have not given the, they have given that the actual heat of hydrogenation is minus 99. So you can calculate the resonance energy to the minus 45. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So you see, resonance energy is always negative. It is always energy released. If they have by chance given positive in a question, they are giving the magnitude. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
27, same question. They have given for 1, 28.6, so for 7, it will be minus 28.6 into 7. And they have given heat of hydrogenation actual, which is minus 116.2. Solve it and you will get resonance energy to be minus 84. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
That's good. These are the best problems from, thermochemistry. So it's good your thermochemistry got revised a bit. Okay. So after that, 28, 29, 30.
28.
28, they are saying number of delocalized electrons in benzene. So these 3 electrons are cyclic delocalized. This is linear delocalization. Okay, up, down. And this lone pair is also getting delocalized. So total it will be 5 pairs or 10 electrons. Okay, see, this since the lone pair is getting delocalized, it will be counted under pi electrons. Are you getting a point?
Sir,
Yes,
either
sir.
of them we can consider, no, sir. Why to consider both
Because
of them?
only one lone pair is going to get delocalized, not both.
If that pi bond goes to that side, again it becomes lone pair, no, sir.
Yeah. But
Then
sp3 lone pair, if it is conjugated, we consider them to be part of pi electrons. Okay, it's no longer lone pair. Are you getting
Sir,
a
I
point?
thought we need to consider only one. Sir.
Yeah, that is something. See, I have discussed this here, no? This is
Either of them we can consider
pi
as one
electron
and
calculations of Huckel's rule. Yes or no? In
fixed
aromaticity,
bonds.
do we consider it or not? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
So,
Sir, fixed bonds are only 4, no, sir. So we kept answer as 8. Yeah,
this
consider
Yes,
one,
either of
sir.
them as 2, either of them as 1 and 4
yeah,
pi,
but
8 pi electrons.
Sir, like they gave pi electrons message, so I thought only one. I
Pi
mean, only the pi
electrons.
bond.
what I am saying
one
is
side.
that, okay, next time. Okay? You got
Yeah,
the
okay,
point.
sir.
Okay. I thought that you people would have, remembered this point in the class. Then I said that when the sp3 lone pair is getting delocalized, it's no longer a lone pair because it is getting delocalized.
So number of delocalized pi electrons has, no, sir. That's why we kept.
So that is why. Anyways, 29, doubt. Cyclic conjugation is only happening in the ring. So 6.
Yes.
Okay. 30th,
No.
no doubt.
No.
31, at least, after a long time, they have accepted what, I generally make it as a point. That number of hyperconjugation structures is equal to number of alpha hydrogens. So I'm happy this time. Okay, 31.
Sir,
Again, here they are considering this to be p orbital. Because this lone pair is getting delocalized, the hybridization is becoming sp2. Are you getting a point?
sir, but actually it's sp3 only, no, sir.
No.
I
See,
mean,
once it is conjugated, it loses its identity.
sir, but they gave structure which is of sp3, no, sir. I mean, for different prismatic structures, it will be different.
Yes, sir. Answer should be 6, no, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, it will be 7 only. See, when
Sir,
you are considering the overall conjugated system, how many sp2 atoms are there? Tell me.
6.
7. 7. You see, you are still thinking of the Lewis concept. In conjugation, the moment this lone pair is delocalized, you see, it becomes sp2. Okay, now they are not talking about resonating structures. They are talking about the whole compound. The whole compound will have each atom of the conjugated system to be sp3 2 only. Because sp3 cannot be participating in conjugation. Are you getting a point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, but given compound is of sp3 carbanion only, no, sir.
No. Is it conjugated or not? Tell me yes, no.
Yes, sir. It is conjugated, but according to given structure. Yes,
Acha,
sir.
no, see, it is representing a compound now. What is it representing? It is representing this. Yes or no?
Yes,
The
sir.
whole thing is a conjugated system, no? All atoms will be sp2 only. Is it clear?
So for p orbitals and for pi bonds delocalization, we should check conjugation, no, sir?
Yes. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, that is why we have tests, so that some concepts which, need more refining, that can be discussed. 32, must be a doubt. Yes
Sir,
or no?
Yes, sir.
Explains.
Yeah, each one I have to explain.
Let's scroll down.
Okay. Starting with A, is it doubt? No.
No, sir.
More
sir.
longer conjugated system, more resonance energy. B,
No, sir.
No, sir.
more basic lone pair, more resonance, more resonance energy. C,
No, sir.
cross conjugation, so this should be less. D,
Explain, sir.
equivalent resonance and non-equivalent resonance.
So second one,
Sir,
why
but
can't we say more resonating structures? No, sir.
What did I say about resonance energy? More number of equivalent resonating structure, more is the resonance, more is the resonance energy. Are you getting a point? We do
Sir,
not.
extent of resonance will not matter.
Huh?
Extent of resonance, I mean,
No, extent of resonance, more than extent of resonance is the equivalent resonance which matters. You see, the moment you draw something like this, the inner ring loses its aromaticity. Yes or no? So this becomes automatically less stable than this one. So its contribution will be more. So negative charge will be more on oxygen all the time. Are you getting a point? Yes or no?
Yes.
But in this
Yes,
case,
sir.
this negative charge is equally shared -half and -half. Are you getting a point? So more is the delocalization of charge, equal delocalization of charge. More will be the resonance, more is the resonance energy. Are you getting a point? That is why carboxylic acids are stronger acids than phenols. Okay, this we will be discussing. Getting a point?
Yes.
Yes,
E.
sir.
So once again, can you say the reasons for all the four?
For all the four. Okay.
I mean, from third one. Sorry, C and D.
C is cross conjugation and linear conjugation. Cross conjugation, less resonance. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
D, equivalent resonance with more resonance energy. Equivalent resonance. Are you getting a point? In
Yes,
this
sir.
case, there is
Thank you.
non-equivalent resonance. Okay. Here. Now, in this case, you see, again, it is about equivalent resonance. If you are delocalizing the sulfur lone pair, the other resonating structures will have a plus charge on sulfur and minus charge on carbon. Okay, getting a point? Yes or no? So even though the aromaticity and resonance is taking place, this is more stable. Are you getting a point? Yes or no? Then this. Because here there is a separation of charges also. Getting a point?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you repeat once?
What I am saying is that again the previous point is there. More equivalent resonance, more resonance energy. So you see in this case nitrogen lone pair is not participating. You can just draw another resonating structure of pyridine, something like this. Getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Both are equivalent. So, you know, resonance is more in this case. Equivalent resonance is there. So, E will be, it should be in this side. H is too obvious.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, stability is not only checked by resonating structures, number of resonating structures, but also we should check.
Stability is directly proportional to number of equivalent resonating structures. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, number of resonating structures you can draw anything. No, I have given you the rules. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, G is clear and H is clear.
Yes.
Okay. F, I will discuss at last. I is clear.
sir,
In case of I, actually, they will have same resonance energy. They are equivalent resonating structures. Getting a point?
sir, in I first one is having external conjugation and second
No.
one is having.
You see, you just wrote, these two are representing the same molecule. Are you getting a point? So they will have, if they are representing the same molecule, resonance energy will be same, no? Resonance energy is seen for hybrid, resonance hybrid, not for individual resonating structures. Are you getting a point? It's a real term, not a hypothetical thing. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this brings to J. In J, more basic lone pair means more resonance and higher resonance energy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see, if we are talking aromatic stabilization, then your this will have higher aromatic resonance energy than furan, and thiophene will also have higher resonance energy than furan. Are you getting a point? In this case, why? Because sulfur is less electronegative. So even if it will take positive charge more willingly than oxygen when you are drawing the delocalized structures. Are you getting a point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that brings us to F. Okay. Yeah, tell me.
So 1 second, could you say about the last one?
This one.
Yes, sir.
See, sulfur lone pair, if you delocalize, sulfur get a positive charge.
Yes, sir.
Oxygen lone pair you delocalize, oxygen gets a positive charge.
Yes, sir.
Which one will take positive charge more easily, sulfur or oxygen? Sulfur, because it is bigger in size.
Yes, sir.
So sulfur structures will be more stable than oxygen plus resonating structures. So resonance will be more in case of thiophene compared to furan. Are you getting a point?
Yes.
Okay. So this brings to F, and you see the explanation of F is, you see, equivalent resonance is taking place in both pyridine as well as benzene. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you see, the presence of nitrogen is causing some change in the molecular orbitals. Okay. So suppose I am talking about benzene, the molecular, this is a 0 point. It's like this. Yes. This is the non-bonding molecular orbitals. In this case, what will happen is that this will go up. Are you getting a point? Because if you are having highly electronegative atom, then the energy of bonding orbital will further decrease and energy of anti-bonding orbital will increase by equivalent amount. So here it will be something like this. Are you getting a point?
So can you repeat that point once again?
If you are having if you are substituting a carbon by nitrogen or any other electronegative atom, okay, then the energy of pi bonding molecular orbital will further decrease. Are you getting a point? And the energy of pi star by bonding anti-bonding molecular orbital will proportionally increase.
Sir,
Sir,
is there
why?
any
Sir,
reason?
why?
Huh?
Reason, sir?
Reason is that more electronegative atom will stabilize the negative charge more, or electrons in the pi orbital even more. Are you getting a point?
Sir, once again, could you repeat the point and reason once again?
Point is that a more electronegative atom will stabilize the pi bonding molecular orbital more. So it will be even of lower energy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Everyone is getting it?
Yes, sir.
You want me to again dictate?
Yes, sir.
The more electronegative atom further decreases the energy of pi bonding molecular orbitals. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if the energy is decreasing, this means more energy is released in the form of resonance energy. Okay. So this is done. 33 and 34.
No doubt.
No doubt. No doubt, sir.
That's awesome. And 35 and 36. No doubts.
36B.
36B. Yeah, 36B, there's no scope of any delocalization. Where do you want to do the delocalization? Tell me. You want to delocalize it like this? The nitrogen will have 10 electrons.
They asked will not take place.
Not take place.
Will not take place, no, sir.
Least likely.
36th ones.
Okay, 36. No. Okay. 1 minute. Let me check once. You cannot move it like this, but I think you can move it like this. Let us see the possibility. Is it possible?
Sir, more electronegative atom. How it is?
You can technically draw it or not. Is it a valid resonating structure?
No, sir.
Yes or no? Seems to me that it is a valid resonating structure.
But sp2 lone pair can't be delocalized now. sp2 lone pair can't be delocalized now.
sp2 lone pair cannot be delocalized over sp2 atoms. Here it can be delocalized.
So 1 second, could
Because
you?
the central carbon is an sp carbon. So that is why you are able to do it. If it was an sp2 carbon, then you can't delocalize.
Sir, sp2 carbon can delocalize with sp carbon.
sp3 lone pair can be delocalized over a sp2 carbon. sp2 lone pair can be delocalized over an sp carbon. Are you getting a point?
Sir, nitrogen is having 10 electrons, no?
Here, sorry. I have delocalized this lone pair, no, so I can't write it here. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So B resonance can take place. C also same reason. This can go like this. Okay. And this can go like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So 35, 36 is done.
35.
35, which least likely resonating structure? So least likely to is D only. It is not a resonating structure at all. 10 electrons around nitrogen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Sir.
So 38th one, 30.
Tell me. Count the number of alpha hydrogens. 3 to 5 to 7 to 9. You want me to count?
No, not required, sir.
Okay. So I think we have learned some things from this paper. See,
Sir.
you should not expect that every question you should be knowing. Okay, then what's the point of we testing you people? Okay, don't expect both type of things here. Okay, there should be at least 40% of the things which should be new to you. Okay, although I teach you a lot of things, so that possibility is very less, but still, I prefer that there should be at least 20-30% which should be new things for you people. Then, you'll be learning something from every paper, which is important. Learning is more important. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
can you explain 27th one?
Definitely. Okay. So in 27th, you see, for one double bond, what is the heat of hydrogenation? 28.6.
Yes, sir.
For 7 double bonds, what will be the heat of hydrogenation? Minus 28.6 into 7.
Yes, sir.
That is the theoretical heat of hydrogenation, considering that these are localized pi bonds.
Yes, sir.
But
Okay,
you
sir.
see,
Understood.
that's it.
Oh.
3 questions they have asked for a single formula, I guess. So, you know, like they were just distributing question.
Sir,
Yeah.
in 27, how we are deciding which is theoretical and which is actual?
See, whatever is given is actual only, no. Theoretical, we calculate from this. Using this, we are calculating theoretical, assuming that all these are localized bonds. See, this is the theoretical structure of benzene. Are you getting a point? And this is the actual structure of benzene. Getting a point?
Yes.
This can be calculated. If I know for 1, I can calculate for 3. Yes or no? Okay. So
Yes,
with this, I think paper discussion is done. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
so 21st one.
No, no. Yes.
So their answer should be option D, no, sir.
How it will be option D?
So they are equivalent resonating structures, no, sir.
First of all, 1 and 2 are different molecules. Okay. Now in 1, I think you have discussed this question in the class itself. So you see, if you are drawing the resonating structure, you get a minus and a plus charge here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So is this and this equal stability?
No, sir.
So what will happen? The bond order here will be slightly less than 2. The bond order here will be
Greater than 1.
slightly greater than 1. Here the bond order will be exactly how much?
1 point.
So now you can do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is the thing. So gear up. Next week is going to be even more hectic, but we'll finish the whole GOC. Is it clear? Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. So next week, after next week, I don't think that any questions every question you will be able to do. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm pausing the